What's up, Foxtrotters? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, hello. It's nice to see you all again. You guys look great. Yes, you person whose pen just ran out of ink and now you're struggling to find another working pen from the depths of your desk. You look great. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Whatever you're doing, if you're at work or you're home or you're at school or whatever you may be going through at this moment, I hope you're looking forward to a classic r/AntiMLM trash video, because that's what I have brought forth today. And I'm excited to share it with you all. And if that sounds like something that you would like to see, then please stay tuned. Used to be really close with this girl in high school. Was sad to see this message after accepting her follow request.
Hey, bud. I know it's been a while. Hope you're doing well and enjoying senior year. I know this might seem random, but I recently started my own health and wellness business with Arbonne International, a nutrition, skincare, makeup, bath, and body product company. I thought you may enjoy some of the products and might possibly be interested in what I do. I'm learning how to make a six-figure income from home, so it's a flexible schedule and really fun. If I were to send you a quick video, would you take a peek at it? No strings attached.
Hey girl, it's nice to hear from you. So sorry to hear that you got caught up in a multi-level marketing scheme, but I hope you're doing well otherwise. I'm not interested in joining Arbonne in any way and would much rather earn my income in a dependable manner that truly will have no strings attached. But I wish you the best and hope that your business doesn't backfire. Pretty straightforward. You know, it's honest, but it's not mean. It's pretty honest. And I really enjoy how the Hun said, hey, bud. Isn't that kind of strange? Like, who says that, you know? Especially if it's someone who's a friend of yours and you're trying to, I don't know, say hi to them. Who says, hey, bud? It just sounds really canned, I guess. And then I like how she says, I'm learning how to make a six-figure income. Like, oh, okay, that's vague. I mean, learning and having a six-figure income are very different things, like opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah, no strings attached. Yeah, that's a joke. I mean, if you watch the video, it's like giving a mouse a cookie. Don't give a mouse a cookie, because if you do, he's going to want a glass of milk, okay? Don't watch the video, because if you do, they're going to want to send you a brochure or something. It's just another way to keep you hooked. So yeah, these are kind of those things that you just want to shut down, as the person clearly did, in a very straightforward, like blunt chop manner. So I will not be reading this one in the Hunbot voice, because there's enough disrespect happening here. I don't need to add to it. The community suffered a huge loss with the untimely passing of blank. While we'll never really understand why, it's our duty to show our support to his family. Through the end of this month, I'll be donating 100% of my commission from all Scentsy orders using this link, which is 39% of sales. If you don't need any Scentsy, please consider yada yada yada. You don't even need to read further. I'm sure you all can infer what's going on here. It's a clever ploy to get more business and attention on you using a tragedy. Gross. This is the stuff that really makes it tough whenever I'm trying to be compassionate or see both sides. These type of things just throw that out the window for me. I can't help it. Like, I really try to, you know, remain kind of neutral, while having a stance. Clearly, I don't like MLMs. Everybody knows that. But I try not to be an outright jerk, I guess. But this stuff here, this is so bad. This is, I don't know. I don't know how you can post this and not think that this is how do you not know this is terrible? Is there no one in your life who's telling you this is bad? You know, probably not, because I'm sure the business, whoever you're working for, Scentsy, is probably encouraging stuff like this. So just for brevity's sake, I'm going to be saying Monet in the upcoming bit. Maybe it's Monet, maybe it's Monet. Frankly, I've heard all of it. Bless all of your hearts, but I have heard it all from all of you. I have heard Monet and Monet, and it doesn't seem like anyone can agree. So we're just going to go with, for this video, Monet. And in the next video, we'll call it Monet. It's fine. Don't worry about it. My best friend bought me the Monet hair system for my long curly hair. I am getting married next year and told her I wanted to work on conditioning my hair. She heard about Monet and ordered it for me. She is not a Hun. She just told me she was ordering a hair product that would help me. When the box came, I recognized the name Monet on the side. I opened the box and saw how much my friend spent for the products and thought it was so generous. She also connected me to the salesperson who sold it to her. When I saw Monet, I thought it sounded familiar, so I Googled the name of the product. When I saw all of the negative reviews / class action lawsuits, I contacted the Hun, who assured me that the product is vegan and she has had no hair loss, guys. She assured me it was okay, and honestly, I love my friend who purchased for me, so I gave it a try. I did 2 total washes with the shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and styling cream. Only 2 washes. Just 2. Yesterday was the second wash. Today, my scalp has been crazy itchy, but when I scratch it, my skin is sore, like I need to do the weave tap instead of the normal scratch. I thought it was strange, but then I remembered the reviews I read. Only 2 washes. I am obviously stopping using the product ASAP and going to do a hair wash tonight to get the Monet crap out. Only 2 and my scalp is already miserable. If anyone finds this post during their Monet Google search, do not use. I have no doubt that if I continued using this product, I would find scalp burns and experience hair loss like the others. Only 2 washes, y'all. Well, I'm really glad you stopped after 2 washes. And I'm sure your hair recovered just fine, and I'm sure you're fine now. But yeah, I mean, that's like the horror stories you hear. When you Google in the horror stories, that's usually what you read. People's scalps were itchy and burny, and their hair would end up falling out and would make things patchy and scabby, just like a mess. And then, of course, the Hunbots, if you go to the person who sold it to you and you tell them this stuff, they just tell you that that's your hair detoxifying. They're just saying that's the natural cycle your hair goes through. Everybody's hair sheds, everybody's hair falls out, and then it's regrown by healthier hair that's been infused with the Monet power or something. That's at least what they're trying to spread out to the world. That's the message they're trying to get across, and it's just not the case. It is not true. And vegan doesn't, so what that it's vegan? It doesn't mean that it couldn't still irritate someone's head or something. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It's just really garbage. And of course, when she went to the Hunbot, she said, if it's fine and no hair loss. Yeah, of course she's going to say that. She sold it to you. So sold it to your friend, who I'm sure spent so much money. I have not actually Googled prices for Monet, so if anybody knows or has any idea what the prices were like, if you've maybe bought the stuff before or know someone who has, I'm curious. Is it really that expensive? Because these MLM products, like the Rodan and Fields and all the other ones, like, they can really get up there. Unique skincare products, like, those prices get ridiculous. So I can only imagine, but I am curious. Google is in on the joke. I'm so glad to see. So someone typed into the search bar on the Google search engine, how many presenters does Unique have? And Google responded by asking, do you mean how many prisoners does Unique have? I mean, that does seem more accurate, because employment within Unique is much more like being a prisoner than it is being an actual employee / presenter. I do wonder how many people are quote unquote employed by Unique. I need to do more Google deep dives, because I am getting more curious about things that go a little deeper than the surface level. So I'm gonna have to put some work in and find some stuff out. And maybe at some point I'll do like a dedicated Unique video. I feel like Unique could have its own series, and not even just like the makeup artistry or lack thereof. I mean, just the company in general. Absolutely fascinating. Ooh, it's been a while since we've used the Brobot voice. Let's go ahead and dust that off and break it out. I tried to be kind, but I am on my first day of quitting E6 and lost it when he called me ignorant. It's okay. Thanks for admitting your humanity. Hey, this is blank. Sorry, I'm not going to call you. I have a feeling you want to talk to me about Primerica, and I'm not interested in being part of a pyramid scheme.
I'm sorry to hear that. Would you be alright with talking to me for a couple minutes about why you think that? If this isn't your deal, that's fine. I'm not going to try to sell you on it, but I'd love to hear your reasoning behind Primerica being a pyramid scheme. I'm available for a quick phone call if you're fine with that.
No, thank you. I want to keep things cordial because I respect blank, but please do not try and contact me about this again.
Yeah, not a problem. I appreciate you being direct. That way we don't waste time. However, before you call something a pyramid scheme, you should definitely do your research so you don't sound so ignorant. Research so you don't sound so ignorant.
You said it twice. And then clearly, F right off, my dude. I mean, I frankly can't blame him at this point.
You're not going to get far in life treating people like that.
Well, likewise, my guy. Likewise, you're not going to get far in life calling people ignorant when they disagree with you and tell you no. Like, no means no. I don't know what to tell you. And while I generally disagree with being outright rude to the Huns and cussing at them and just getting all sorts of, verbally aggressive, it's not really the way I would prefer things go. In this case, Honestly, I feel like it's kind of warranted. I mean, the person, the OP, tried several times to shoot them down kindly, and it's like, there's only so much one can do. So yeah, I guess in this case, I don't totally disagree with the the statement given by the OP. Former Hun seeing it from the other side. So I admittedly, though painfully, confessed to having been a Rodan and Fields Hun before I saw the light, and this week/weekend is their convention in Nashville. I'm still friends with a few girls on Facebook and Instagram who are still in the company, and it's so interesting to watch it go down from the other side. I quit shortly after the convention last year when I felt like I saw the true colors of the girls I thought were my friends and witnessed the cliquey and catty behavior of the teams and the members on my own team who were supposed to be all great and supportive and wonderful, but ignored me because I couldn't hit rank. I didn't fit in at all and thought there was something wrong with me because of it. It all felt very keeping up with the Joneses. I felt so alone and left out because I didn't shill the way they all said I should, because I felt scummy, slimy, and uncomfortable cold messaging and faking interest in people just for a sale. It all felt so forced and fake and terrible, and not what was advertised before I signed on. It was all, look at this awesome life you can have too, even though once inside you saw it was all smoke and mirrors. Getting to meet the elite coaches only to see that they're fake and cold and a huge letdown. That the amazing photos of having the best time ever are just snapshots of one moment in a long weekend of toxicity and brainwashing. Anyways, I'm following along their stories and such for the convention and seeing it in a whole different way this year. The posts and stories making it look so glamorous and fun, and the snippets of business building and learning from the top leaders and guest speakers are all for show. Most people, especially the ones like me, who didn't build a team because I didn't believe in the business model, walk around there questioning everything that's being said and feeling lost because everyone around you is so all in and convinced about how great it all is, even if they're not making any money. The more they pushed building a team being the only way to make any money, the more I felt like it would never be sustainable, and the thought of having to explain to another person what you had to do to be a consultant and also the pay structure made me feel so uncomfortable. Like, unless I super sugarcoated it or straight up lied about it, then why would anyone want to join? And then once they got in, they'd see right through it too. It was just all bad. I constantly felt like I was missing something. It was supposedly a business about skincare and helping people to find products that could help them improve their skin. Seemed so straightforward. I use the products, I like them, I sell them to others. But they barely even talk about helping people with their skin. It was all about recruiting others to help them build the thriving businesses of more recruited women, and so on and down the line you go. I felt like I was the only one in the room watching these presentations and thinking, but what is the actual business we're advertising here? Sure, there's products in the periphery, but we're being told to sell the dream of building a team to others who do what exactly? Oh, build their own team. Who do what exactly? Build. There's no point to it at all. I just couldn't understand. While I'd love to be in Nashville, I'd 100% rather do it on my own terms and have to sell my soul and still feel alone in a room of 20,000 plus people. Also to say that I'm deeply ashamed and embarrassed at some of the things I did as a Hun before I figured it all out. I'm so sorry to everyone I ever cold messaged or hounded, and I'm so glad I don't have to be there this year trying to pretend I'm someone I'm not. As karma for my actions, I will say I lost a lot of money buying into the dream, which I'm still kicking myself over and my bank account is still recovering from, before I realized the error of my ways and found the AntiMLM threads on Reddit to connect with people who get what I've been feeling the whole time. Wow, thank you for sharing that, and don't kick yourself too much. I hope not. And while that is a karmic, we'll say, okay, fine, your karmic swing was that you lost money in the dream. Well, you're swinging the pendulum back in a good direction for yourself by doing what you're doing now and getting this message out and saying what you're saying and taking a stand. So good for you. And please don't be too hard on yourself. All right. Just be glad that you overcame this mess. And it's just really sad because this is like, gosh, I feel like we hear these kind of stories all the time where someone buys into this whole thing and they're all excited because they want that community, that team that is advertised, you know, that camaraderie that's so appealing. I mean, who doesn't want that? Everybody wants to feel like that they are, you know, involved and appreciated and part of something bigger than themselves. It's just kind of the way we're wired, and it's just so sad that they take advantage of that. and then employ really catty kind of mean girl tactics, like the high school brutality of like, shunning people if they can't do well, making them feel like they're not part of the team because they refuse to stoop to your level. There's just so much to it. So I don't know. I'm glad this person got out, and I know we all love a recovered Hun story around here, and I look forward to reading many, many more of these in the upcoming months. So this was posted on a college campus, and I don't know if you can see there's some scribbling that's already been done on it by some very smart, wonderful students. Pyramid scheme, MLM, scam, all over it, so that's good. Okay, so part-time work, flexible schedules, $16 base. Okay, customer sales, days, evenings, weekends, scholarships possible. Okay, no experience needed, all ages 17 plus, conditions apply. Okay, to all the young people out there, to all of you, if you're listening, I'm just going to say, if anything, if you ever see a sign for a job or a job posting and it says no experience needed, all ages, just be a little warned by that. That's a little bit of a red flag. If there is no experience necessary and they'll take anybody at all, like you're fresh out of high school, doesn't matter, and they're also not explaining what the job is either, mind you. So they're not saying any kind of specific experience. They're just saying in general, no experience needed, no life experience needed. They probably prefer you to not have life experience, because if you do, then you know how money works, and then you wouldn't get into this type of thing. So they're trying to take advantage of you. And that's just, it seems like that's kind of Vector's thing, right? It seems like a lot of you have said that Vector has come for you, or Cutco has come for you when you were in high school or just out of high school. They seem to really kind of target that demographic. They $16 an hour, that's more than a 17-year-old is making an hour, unless they're doing any other kind of job of maybe a mechanic assistant in a shop or something, or if they're working it in and out, they're getting paid pretty good. But I mean, $16 an hour sounds really tempting to just about anybody, let alone a fresh high school grad. That sounds great. With no experience needed, you can make $16 an hour. I mean, that's well above minimum wage. You could rent an apartment with that kind of money. So it's really tempting, but it's just awful because it's just not true. It's funny because when I was regretfully shilling the stuff, I had about 90% less time for my family, since I was always working on recruiting and making sales. Girl, quit lying.
My heart breaks for women that search for part-time jobs to help make ends meet. I'm like, I have a better way. You work your full-time job, but let me show you how you can make money from your phone part-time. The goal is more time with your family, not less.
It's funny that that's one of the biggest claims that MLMs have when they're trying to, recruit people, trying to lie to people. They're always trying to promote this lifestyle that you can stay at home and have all this time to raise your family and watch your children grow and be there for all the important moments and not miss a thing. When in reality, it's not true, because every single person we've seen who's wrapped up in this stuff spends their whole day, their whole life is a desperate search for a downline, a desperate search for sales, a desperate search for more phone numbers to cold call. Like, it is stressful. It's not worth it. And also the strange implication too that they use that kind of mom guilt, that if you do work out of the home, that you're somehow missing things and therefore maybe less of a mom. And I just don't like, even though it's a gentle implication, they're still implying that, and I really don't like that at all. I think that it should be the choice of the mother, and between her and her partner, who, if she's going to work or not. If she wants to work, she'll work. If she doesn't, she won't. Like, I don't know, the implication of that you somehow should be guilted for working out of the home is just gross to me. And then just aside from all that, just the flat out lie of saying you could spend more time with your family, when in reality it's the opposite. You don't spend more time with your family, and it's also like you're home and you're stressed because your home becomes where you're working, and on top of that, it's like you're in your little office trying to do your sales or your boutique, and like your kids can't come in there while you're doing your Facebook sales, like, you're doing your live video thing. It's just, I don't know. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Who else seen the International Space Station pass us a few minutes ago? If you didn't, you have another chance to see it pass tomorrow at 8:02 p.m. It is so crazy and awesome to think that young living soil and oils are up there being tested with the effects of what radiation does to our soil. Science nerd here.
Liar, you're a liar. That is not true. NASA is not working with Young Living. You stop that. And if they are, my word, what does the world come to? But no, they are not testing Young Living soils and oils up there on the space station. You stop that. Maybe they are testing soils and maybe some other oils. I have no idea, but they are not testing Young Living essential oils up in the space station. You knock that off. That is so outlandish. Next, you're going to be seeing the lip sense is going to be on some satellite or some space station. There's going to be a lip sense. They're testing to see how long lipstick lasts in zero gravity. It's too much. No. Unacceptable. No. Yeah, right. Testing Young Living oils. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's time for everyone's favorite segment of the video. It's time for the wholesome moment of the day. Let's see who you guys sent over. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. These photos coming up were both sent over by Anna, and I'm going to read Anna's words that she wrote in her email about her situation and about these pets and how much they mean to her, because I just don't think that my words can do it justice. So here we go. Hello, I sent you a photo of my ferret before, but I figure I should also tell you the story. When I picked up my ferret, Yama, and my cat, Cutie, I was in an abusive relationship with my ex-girlfriend. Once the relationship progressed from emotional abuse to physical abuse, I ran away and became homeless for a while. I heard from mutual friends that my ex was neglecting our pets. It took a few months, but when I finally found stable living, I went back to save my fur babies. My cat is a rescue cat. She's a very terrified little thing. I eventually gave her to my new partner's mother, who has stage 4 cancer, because she needed some love and company. Now Cutie is a chubbo and gets to spend a lot of quality time outside sleeping in the garden. My ferret, on the other hand, lives with me. As much as I saved her, she saved me. Whenever I have bad moments and I cry, she comes up onto my lap and licks the tears off my face. We spend a lot of quality time napping together. I didn't expect how loving ferrets can be, and she's absolutely my best friend. Thank you so much, Anna, for sharing that very personal story. I think it's important that these type of messages get out, which Anna did express in her email. She was very okay with her story being shared. She thought it was important, and I agree. So I just think this is a wonderful ending to this tale. And here's a photo of Cutie, the chubbo Anna referred to, who is now having a wonderful life and all is well. So good to hear. And Anna, once again, thank you so much for sending these photos and for sharing your story. I really wish you the best. And if you're looking to get a new member of your family, I definitely recommend Adopt and Not Shop. Check out your local shelters, your local humane societies. Donate if you can, volunteer if you can, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And if you want to see a photo of your pets here, then go and send it to my email, which is in my channel description, and you will see your pets here eventually. All right, Foxtrotters, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked that video, please hit that like button down below. If you have any good comments or suggestions, please leave that down below as well. I love to read what you have to say, and I love interacting with you all. If you have not already hit that subscribe button and become a Foxtrotter, come join the den. Den Mother would love to have you. And I'm going to link my Patreon here somewhere. Feel free to check it out, and if not, no big deal. I'm just glad you came to spend some time with me. Well, Foxtrotters, I hope wherever you're at, whatever you're going through, I hope this video brought you a little joy, a little bright spot in your day, or maybe you're having a good day and this was also a good thing happening and now it's a good day. You know, whatever's going on, I hope I was able to bring you some joy. And I'm excited because I found the textbook I needed for my bio class for a heck of a steal online on Amazon, and I'm feeling very proud of myself. My frugality paid off in the end, at least in this sense. So I'm looking forward to that, because now I will not fall behind. I was getting nervous. All's gonna be well though. So be on the lookout for my upcoming podcast episode. It is gonna happen. I'm nervous, okay? That's all. But yeah, more good MLM content to come. And as always, folks, until the next video, take care.